I Spy names. With a small group of children sitting in a circle, start the game by saying, I spy someone whose name begins with, and give the first sound of their name. For example, S for Sally. Then ask, who could it be? Whose name starts with a S? Sally can then stand up and say, me, my name starts with S, Sally. If the children are very clever, they may be able to take a turn themselves, but the teacher will need to guide this activity until the children learn the different first sounds in their name. So, as I said before, we need to teach, not test, so keep feeding the information into the children so that they're able to give it back to you. Okay, here's a cute little game. Later in the program, when the children are really starting to be listening for initial sounds. So this is a module 6 and 7 type activity. And again, a little bit of preparation to make up the I Spy boards. And there are some instructions there as well for you. So the idea is that the child has the board there and the teacher can lead the activity and say, I spy with my little eye something that starts with, and then the children need to get their I Spy mouse and see if they can find something that starts with, so heart starts with, and they may look for something else that starts with, house starts with. So to start with, you need to lead it as the teacher. I spy with my little eye something that starts with a. And if the children are just learning, then you need to show them or tell them. Apple starts with a. Can you find an apple? And they can put their mouse on the apple. So you can scaffold this task. You can make it easy, you can make it quite difficult. For one thing, you need to ensure that the children know what the pictures are. So a word like cactus, they need to know. So there's lots of opportunities for teaching new words and vocabulary, as well as drawing attention to the initial sound. And yeah, it's quite a sweet little game to play. Sorting animal friends. Children are required to sort toys and cards by their first sound. Example, this is my friend Monkey. Monkey starts with Monkey wants to find other friends that start with And then you can go through the animals. Does turtle start with Watch my mouth, give the children the visual cue, and you can over-exaggerate it a little bit. Does turtle start with so they can really see what's happening with your mouth? No, that one doesn't start with What about this one? What about mouse? Yes, mouse, monkey, they can go together. So that's a great game too. And again, you'll have these resources already in your centre. It's just a matter of sorting them out into little bags or boxes so that they're ready to go to run the activity easily. Okay, so this is a first sound awareness task using animal friends. So as I say before, choose 2 different sounds that are quite different. So I've got a kangaroo, a cow and a cat. I'll start with k. Remember, sounds not letters, so we know kangaroo starts with a K, but we're talking about the sound. And then over here I've got a sheep and a shark. So they're very different sounds, sh and k. So I would have them mixed up and start with sheep. Sheep, what does sheep start with? Starts with a sh. So let's see what he'd like to be friends with someone else who starts with sh. Could he be friends with cat? Cat starts with k. Maybe he won't be friends with him just now. And then you could pick up another animal and you could go through and check. Cow. No, that doesn't start with sh. What about shark? Shark and sheep, they go together. And you could pop them together, and then you could do the same activity with the k sounds. Odd one out game. This activity contains 8 sets of 4 cards. In each set, one picture begins with a different sound to the other 3. Cards can be left 4 to a sheet for spot the odd one out activities, or you can cut them out into separate cards and use them in games. You'll find those resources in the resource tab. How about we take it into this? Maybe get Hayley to go first.
I play this game.
Do you? So can you point to the pictures and tell me what they're called?
Dog,
Lock.
a locker, and a duck.
Okay, so 3 of them all start with the same sound and 1 of them doesn't. Can you work out which one starts with the different sound and put a counter on it? We'll say them again.
Dog,
What does that start with?
blue,
D. D. Yep.
dog,
Starts with
the,
D. Lock.
lock,
And
duck.
which one's the odd one out? Can you put a counter on it? Do you think you can have a go at this, Rory? It's a bit tricky. See if Rory can do it. Okay, you tell me the name. Sheep. Starts with sh. Shell. Shell, like you find in the beach. That starts with sh. What's that one? Shoe, that starts with sh. And tap. Which one is the odd one out, do you think? Which starts with a different sound to the others? Let's have another listen. Sheep, shell, shoe. I think they all start with sh. What about tap? Does that start with sh? No. Good. Can you put a counter on it? You worked it out. Good listening. All right. We'll give one to Hayley.
Coffee, jumper,
I think it's supposed to be coat.
coat, cat, zipper.
Which one starts with the different sound?
Coffee, coat, cat, zipper.
Good girl. Good listening. Good working it out. Can you hear that, Rory? All right. See if you can do one more. Push that out of the way, Hayley. All right. What have we got here? Yep. So bar. Can you see my lips? Bar. Book. Box. And which one's different? Which one starts with a different sound? Let's have a test. Watch my lips. Box starts with b. Book starts with b. Bath starts with b. And duck. That's the different one. Can you hear that? Do you think that's right, Hayley? Yeah, it's hard to hear sometimes, isn't it? That's why we need to practice. Can you put a counter on the duck? Can you do one more? I'll give Hayley one more. See if she can figure this one out. You say them out loud.
Frying pan,
Yep, so it's pan.
pan, cloud,
That's what you put when you're hanging up the clothes. Do you know what they're called? Peg.
pig,
Pin. So we've got pan, cloud, peg, pin.
cloud.
Good girl. Good listening. That's good. Can you hear that, Rory? That's something you're going to learn this year.